The reason the big turnaround is really 4 key words, and those words are County Executive Rushern Baker. Over the last 7 years, he's instilled integrity, confidence in the market. He's helped us to attract companies to come here because of the great assets that we have to offer. We've got an educated workforce. He's done wonderful things in streamlining the permitting process, making it easy for companies to be able to come here and set up shop. So with no further said, we are going to have the man who has been the key driver in turning around our economy, where we've got right now 17,000 new jobs just in the last 12 months. Median household income is up to $77,000, $5,000 versus just a year ago. And County Executive Baker has just made this really happen in working with our business community. So with no further said, I'd like to introduce County Executive Rushern Baker. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. I want to thank everyone for being here. We're of course excited about the opportunity to bid on the Amazon site. Before I, get into my remarks, which will be brief, because I want David Iannucci to go over, the sites that we have that we think fit all the criteria that they've been looking for. I certainly want to thank David Iannucci for heading up our team doing this. Dr. Gangley right here with EDC and the work that they've been doing. We've also had other folks that we've worked on here. University of Maryland, Ken Ullman at University of Maryland on these sites, our park and planning at the county. As you can see, there are several sites that we think fit exactly what Amazon's looking for. Our site at College Park, right next to University of Maryland, top tier research institution, right near metro stations, the future Purple Line. We've got a site in Garfield is here at Greenbelt, a site that we use for the FBI submission, with all of the things that we've committed to there, which we think is also a great site to have this on. And New Carrollton, which we're really hot on. It's a site where 2U, one of the innovative educational learning centers, is located. It's also the site where Kaiser Permanente is going to bring in 850 new jobs. They're all near metro centers for us. I mean, we think that Prince George's County, has the best opportunity to do exactly what Amazon wants because of some of the things Jim talked about. And that is, you look at our proximity to a metro system, to highways, sandwiched in between 2 major airports, BWI and Reagan National. Our educated workforce, which is something that they're going to look for here. The fact that we have major universities surrounding the county, not just University of Maryland, but Bowie State University, University of Maryland University College, Prince George's Community College, and several others, and access to universities in Washington, D.C. So we think of these sites that they are fit right exactly what we'd like to see, what Amazon would like to see, and we think that's going to make us attractive. The other thing, as Jim said, if you look at the job growth, for the 3rd quarter in a row, Prince George's County has led the state in job growth by a lot. And if you look at the fact that, the average salaries of employees here, that gives us an educated workforce that's right there for Amazon to take advantage of. And so we think these sites are the ones that will that could win out in this proposal. Once again, we're excited. This is a game changer. I mean, you're going to hear that over and over again. Much like the FBI, it's one of those once in a lifetime deals that people are going to go after all across the nation. But we believe that we have the best opportunity right here. With that, I'll bring up David Iannucci to tell you more about our sites.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Breaks and money. It comes down to money. What is Prince George's County wanting to do?
Well, I think we're prepared to offer, we're going to look at incentives, but we don't really think the incentives are what's going to drive this. I think David made a good point, and that is, one, they're going to look at, office space or location, but also the diversity of the workforce. I think they've made a real pitch to say they want to see a diversified workforce. We have that to offer in this area, and the education level. So I think, access to metro and to the airports, a location, and workforce. I think that's what's going to drive it. Because I think every jurisdiction will offer some type of incentive. But I really think those are the driving factors.
Well, Ms. Beck, have you got to look at other cities that have put out proposals, for example, you mentioned about sports, Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, he's put out a proposal to have it built in Detroit, and they're pushing that it's next to Windsor, another country. So how have the county looked at other proposals, and how will you make it stronger to challenge other cities?
Not yet is the honest answer. We've been moving very, very quickly. We have 8 days to do this presentation. The idea is the Maryland Department of Commerce has said they want us to receive sites from jurisdictions in Maryland, and we know the other submissions will be there. They'll be doing their evaluation in the next 5 or 6 weeks, putting together a proposal, and we will have time to do that. We're following that as close as we can, but it's too early to see. I have predicted that Amazon may literally have 500 sites to choose from by the time this is over. Hundreds and hundreds of cities are going to offer up their locations, so there'll be time for that. But I think what we're saying is we're selling Prince George's County is what we're worrying about right now.
Kate Ryan in the back.
And everyone says they want a regional approach to this, but Governor Hogan has said he wants this in Fort Covington. What kind of competition is going on within the borders of each jurisdiction? And getting back to what Tracy asked, people are going to start talking money. What is Prince George's County ready to put up?
Yeah, I think from the incentive point, it's too early to say exactly what the dollar figure will be that we put in there. Certainly, anytime you have development, it's always the infrastructure, and that is the the transit that goes with it and those things. This would not be unlike what we did with the FBI or what we did for MGM in terms of those type of incentives. As for the governor and for the sites in Baltimore, we know there are a number of sites in Maryland that are going to compete for this. This is a big prize. We think that's good and that's healthy. We certainly, at the end of the day, want to see this in Maryland. What we're saying, what we hope that the governor is really saying is that there are great sites throughout Maryland, that as the governor, that he would support those sites because it's good for us to have Amazon come to Maryland. And then we make the case on an individual basis. We did that with the FBI. We had two great sites, one in Greenbelt and one in Landover. We won it in Prince George's County and won it in Maryland. But further, what we say in our sites is, as David said, we know they're going to look at urban areas. We're in the Washington region. If you look in the Washington region and what we can bring here to Prince George's County, we think it offers the best chance. One, because we have the number of metro sites which other jurisdictions can't compete around the Washington area on that. The fact that we have the available land space, which other areas can't compete. And you can't get away from the fact that we have major universities actually located near the sites we're talking about, and an educated workforce. So we believe, on average, we can compete not only in Maryland, because that's important, but more importantly, we're going to be competing nationwide. And so we think this site competes with Detroit or any other place that's going to be that's making a submission.
Yeah, Peter Sandler, County Executive Baker. Just by even talking about getting the Amazon HQ2 headquarters, you're already a winner. You just came back from South Korea and China. I mean, this is a wonderful site for the new Hyundai worldwide or U.S., North America, or Samsung, or even SoftBank. And you've got 4 sites. So is this something that, these are all ready for a major corporation, 50,000 jobs?
It's a great point that we've been really emphasizing over the last 7 years is we're going after, just like we went after the FBI, we went after making sure that we could get MGM here, that we want Prince George's County ready to compete on any level to get big projects here. I think as we've shown here, we have outstanding assets in the county that will make us competitive with those other areas. And the trip to Korea was a chance for us to talk about, what we have in Prince George's County. Certainly, I would be lying if I said, Amazon wouldn't help us in other areas. It certainly would put Prince George's County on the map. When you're going to Korea or China, people know where Amazon is. They know Amazon. And so when we're trying to sell our area, that will help us, much like the FBI would do it if it came here, much like what we do with MGM when we're going around. So this is important for us to get people to look at the great opportunities we have here.
Mr. Sears.
Thanks.
County Executive, because the governor has come out so early and with a